Tell me that wasn't a little bit uncomfortable.
Maybe Seth's to check his emails.
And see.
Like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment saying that I subscribed, and you will be replied to. We'll be doing as many as we can. Man, 2017 has been quite a year. We've had the following things. Braun Strowman. I really don't need to continue. I mean, Jesus, Braun. Jesus. For your entire first year, you were a shitty, boring, piss-pants-wearing, lackluster Wyatt family member. But now, Jesus, Braun. You're good. You're really good. I'm D-Wicket, and these are the 10 most extreme WWE moments of 2017 so far. Number 10, Asuka's hard landing. Fun fact, Asuka has one of the most incredibly long-running title reigns of all time. Her NXT Women's Championship reign is currently just under 500 days long, meaning in about 2 to 3 weeks as of this video going up, Asuka will have the 6th longest reign in all of WWE title history ever. Every single championship. And every other one of those reigns was from an era of yesteryear where belts didn't change hands as often as they do now. In fact, back then they only had like a show a month. This is the Hulk Hogan era we're talking about, back in the 80s. That long-ass reign of hers has seen a hell of a lot of matchups, and one of her best bouts happened recently, actually, pitting Asuka, the hard-hitting champion, against Nikki Cross, the pain-loving psychopath. In a last women's standing matchup about a month ago, the two went through hell against each other, with Asuka eventually retaining, but not before she took a very stiff powerbomb onto a pile of chairs. Number 9, John Cena's poor neck. This one actually happened tonight on SmackDown Live during the ending sequence of the much-hyped John Cena-Shinsuke Nakamura matchup. A dream match, and it was a pretty damn good match. And holy hell, Nakamura kicked out of an attitude adjustment, made it out of another AA, landed a single Kinshasa, and pinned John Cena clean. That is fantastic news. You know what isn't fantastic news, though? The exploder suplex that led into the Kinshasa, where Cena clearly did not know how to take an exploder suplex, landing directly on his neck. And considering how damn muscularly heavy the man is, it's impressive his neck didn't just crush under the weight. I mean, he is Super Cena, but still. Nakamura was even seen afterwards apologizing, to which Cena replied, "Don't be sorry," and raising his hand because superhero. Number 8, the Extreme Rules Fatal 5-Way. Oh, this was fun. As someone who has watched too much wrestling, I've noticed something. It takes insane talent, like AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura levels of talent, to be in a one-on-one match for me to really care about the match. And even then, it's still hard to, because so many pro wrestling matches, not even just WWE, every promotion, they all go the same kind of way, where one wrestler takes over and the next goes, yeah, it's the same thing every time. It's just boring. But whenever a multi-man match happens, it's immediately more exciting. It breaks the mold, it's different, it's new, that shit's fun. And this match, that shit was fun too. Main eventing the biggest party of the June, we saw the #1 contendership to Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship on the line, fought between Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, and the eventual winner, Samoa Joe. This match was insane. You know what? The match between Joe and Lesnar, that match won't be on the list. It was good, but it won't be on the list. Though, number 7, Samoa Joe incapacitates Paul Heyman. Though this. You want extreme, it does not get much worse than choking a walrus on live television. That is animal cruelty, damn it. Samoa Joe is a badass. He looked Paul Heyman in the eyes, told Paul what he was going to do, and then did it. And by it that he did, choking Paul Heyman out, that's the it that he did, and it was badass, and it was pretty extreme and badass. Number 6, SummerSlam 2017's Fatal 4-Way. This match hasn't even happened yet. It's in 3 weeks from now. It hasn't taken place, and it's making a list above the Extreme Rules Fatal 5-Way that has already taken place and was excellent. That's not a mistake on my part. That is how much I have faith in this match kicking serious ass in 3 weeks. Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe returned from the Fatal 5-Way, and to be fair, in an extreme match, they're probably the 2 best picks from that match to bring back for the rematch. Well, not rematch, but you know what I mean. Roman's intensity and Joe's badassery clash insanely well. They've had 2 matches go one-on-one, and both of them were excellent. Their chemistry in the actual Fatal 5-Way, that was great. I'm looking forward to them being in the match. Then go ahead and throw in a Brock Lesnar, the suplex machine who needs no introduction. Just watch anything he's ever done. But then also throw in the wild card, Braun freaking Strowman. He's a wild running bear that just murders everything in sight. You take that wild running bear, you take the suplex machine, you get them into the mix with the Roman Reigns of intensity and the Joe Badass Suplex Man, and oh, this match is guaranteed to be extreme and awesome and extreme. Number 5, Brock versus Goldberg. You might have asked previously, why does Brock Lesnar need no introduction? If you asked that, how are you watching this video and you're stupid? Well, the answer, because of this. This is why. Brock Lesnar is the only man who could have made this kind of WrestleMania moment. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar was such a special kind of mosh pit. Two giant beasts that against anyone else, just they would just dominate them, completely destroy them. I mean, look at Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose isn't even a jobber. He's an upper mid-card guy who was a US and IC champion for forever. How long? Dean Ambrose could be IC champ right now, and I literally wouldn't even know. But they would just dominate them with a very low count of varying moves. They'd only use like 5 different moves, but you pit these two giant maniac beasts against each other, it's nothing but high impact moves. I would bet my life that over 4/5 of the entire match were just dedicated to either signature moves, which would be the spears and Brock Lesnar suplexes, or the finishers, jackhammer and the F5. And the rest of it was probably just kicks. But oh my god, this match was insane. It made the Savage list because it was Savage, and it's making the Extreme list because god damn. Number 4, Jeff Hardy falling off things, part 1. WrestleMania 33 saw the return of the Hardy Boys, and you know what that means. It's time for the return of Jeff Hardy, putting up an absurdly tall and large ladder, climbing all the way to the tippity top, and finding the fastest way he can to get to the bottom. Spoiler alert, the fastest way involves him plunging to his death. The moment did feel somewhat forced, as Matt already had the match won, basically. He was already up there, and then Jeff was just like, hey, here's a ladder, I'm gonna climb it and fall. Fun. But, I mean, who here's really gonna complain about the Hardys returning and falling off of shit? And speaking of, number 3, Jeff Hardy falling off things, part 2. Extreme Rules 2017 was fairly meh, right? Barring the main event, which was awesome, only one other match really had people talking, and that would be the Raw Tag Team title match pitting the Hardys against Sheamus and Cesaro. One of the reasons it got people talking was, well, it had an actual stipulation, steel cage match. Remember Extreme Rules and how Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fringe, his match stipulation saw that he would lose his Intercontinental Championship if it was a DQ at Extreme fucking Rules. That was awful. The other reason it had people talking, though, was the strange finish to their tag match, where Jeff leaped back into the cage to, yes, admittedly, he did put down both Shame and Cesaro momentarily, but then, because he fell off the cage and was dead, he couldn't get up, and they got up before him and climbed out before Matt could drag Jeff. It was really stupid. He was the reason they lost. But this is not a storyline bashing list. We can do another one of those if you want. I'm ready. I got the list written already. I'm down. This is the Extreme Moments list. That shit was extreme. It's on the list. Number 2, AJ Styles hanging on for dear life. AJ Styles, you are good. You're great, actually. Probably the best thing in all of wrestling. Things like this are what manages to put you on another caliber of superstar. Who else on the entire roster, other than maybe Dolph Ziggler or Jeff Hardy, would even attempt having a ladder removed from underneath them whilst hanging on to a briefcase hanging in the sky and then being told, yeah, you're gonna hang there for about 25 seconds, yeah, on the briefcase, and then you do a little pull-up and then you drop to your death. And number 1, what else would be the number 1 most extreme moment of 2017 in WWE so far, and probably of the entire decade? It's Braun Strowman throwing the ambulance truck on top of Roman Reigns. It's just the best thing that's ever happened, isn't it? God damn, Braun. He's really turned into something, hasn't he? Like, holy shit. His feud with Roman Reigns is incredible. I know Roman is Roman, etc. Bleb. Holy shit. This program is one of the genuinely few exciting things about the product nowadays. And lucky us, they're still working together at SummerSlam. And to get us even further pumped for that impending matchup, we can loop the greatest clip in all of wrestling over and over and over again. Braun tossing an ambulance on top of Roman Reigns. Just holy fuck. We know Braun was a strong man, did all his lifting and competitions, but dude, think about how heavy your car is. Multiply that by like 1.5 because it's an ambulance truck. And then try imagine pushing that completely over onto another human being. Jesus. You could also go ahead and put Roman Reigns driving Braun to his death inside an ambulance truck. You could even put the Miss Spear into the ambulance on here. Honestly, if it involves Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and any medical equipment, go ahead and put it on the goddamn list because it's awesome. Subscribe, click like, and follow me on Twitter at DWicketYT if you don't want Braun coming to your house with an ambulance.